Om Dam Durgai Namah. Om Dam Durgai Namah. Om Dam Durgai Namah. We invoke the fierce compassion of Durga Ma, the Divine Mother who conquers all darkness, the eternal Shakti who powers the universe itself. Tonight we journey through the Durga Chalisa, 40 verses that capture the infinite forms of the great goddess. This beloved hymn flows from the devotional tradition of medieval India. Countless mothers have sung these verses while cooking. Warriors have chanted them before battle. Children have learned them at their grandmother's knee. The word Chalisa means 40. Like pearls on a sacred thread, these 40 verses string together the many faces of Durga. Each verse is a doorway into her divine mystery. Each line pulses with the rhythm of devotion. Let us begin with the opening invocation.
नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरनी, नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हारनी.
Salutations, salutations to Durga, the giver of happiness. Salutations, salutations to Amba, the remover of sorrows. Here the devotee bows before the Divine Mother in her dual nature. She is Sukh Karni, the creator of joy. She is Dukh Harni, the destroyer of suffering. This is not contradiction. This is completeness. A mother's love knows when to comfort and when to discipline. Durga Ma embodies the same wisdom on a cosmic scale. She nurtures the righteous with infinite tenderness. She destroys evil with terrifying force.
निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तिहु लोक फैली उजियारी. निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तिहु लोक फैली उजियारी.
Formless is your divine light. In all three worlds it spreads its radiance. The three worlds are earth, heaven, and the realm between. But Durga's light transcends even these divisions. Her Jyoti, her luminous presence, illuminates every corner of existence. She is the light that allows us to see. She is the consciousness that allows us to know. This verse touches the deepest philosophy of Shakti. The feminine principle is not merely one aspect of divinity. It is the very power by which the divine expresses itself. Without Shakti, even Shiva becomes Shava, a lifeless corpse.
शशि ललाट मुख महाविशाला, नेत्र लाल भ्रिकुटी विकराला. शशि ललत मुख महाविशाला, नेत्रा लाल भ्रिकुटी विकाराला.
The moon adorns your broad forehead. Your eyes are red, your brows fierce and terrible. Picture the goddess as she appears in battle. The crescent moon gleams on her forehead like a crown of silver. Her face is beautiful beyond description, yet terrible in its power. Her eyes blaze red with righteous fury. Her brows furrow like storm clouds gathering before lightning strikes. This is not anger born of ego or hatred. This is the cosmic force of justice itself taking form. When evil grows too bold, when darkness threatens to overwhelm light, then Durga Ma manifests this fearsome aspect.
रूप मातु को अधिक सुहावन, दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावन. रूप मातु को अधिक सुहावन, दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावन.
O Mother, your form is supremely beautiful. Beholding you, devotees find great peace. Beauty and terror unite in the Divine Mother. To her enemies, she appears as destruction itself. To her children, she is beauty beyond imagining. The same fire that burns the wicked warms the hearts of the righteous. This paradox appears throughout Hindu iconography. Durga rides a lion into battle, yet her face radiates maternal love. She holds weapons of war, yet her hands also offer blessings. She is Kali, the fierce destroyer, and she is Gauri, the gentle golden one.
तुम संसार शक्ति लैकीना, पालन हेतु अन्न धन दीना. तुम संसार शक्ति ले कीना, पालन हेतु एन धन दीना.
you created the world with your divine power. For its sustenance, you gave grain and wealth. Here the Chalisa reveals Durga as the cosmic creator. Not through mere thought or word, but through Shakti, through divine feminine energy in motion. She is Adi Shakti, the primordial power from whom all things emerge. The verse also honors her as Annapurna, the giver of food. Every grain of rice carries her blessing. Every fruit that ripens holds her nurturing power. Wealth flows from her generosity, but true prosperity comes from her grace.
अन्नपूर्णा हुई जगपाला, तुम ही आदि सुंदरी बाला। अन्नपूर्णा हुई जगपाल, तुम ही आदि सुंदरी बाला।
As Annapurna, you nourished the world. You are the primordial beautiful maiden. The name Annapurna means full of food or complete nourishment. In this form, Durga appears as a beautiful young woman holding a lable and a ball of rice. Even Lord Shiva must beg for food from her hand. This teaches us that even the greatest ascetic depends on the Divine Mother's nourishment. She is Adi Sundari, the first beauty. All beauty in creation flows from her. The crimson of sunrise, the silver of moonlight, the gold of ripened wheat, all reflect her infinite loveliness.
प्रलय काल सब नाशन हारी, तुम गौरी शिवशंकर प्यारी। प्रलय काल सब नशान हारी, तुम गौरी शिवशंकर प्यारी।
At the time of dissolution, you destroy all. You are Gauri, beloved of Shiva. At the end of each cosmic cycle, when the universe dissolves back into pure consciousness, Durga appears as the power of dissolution. She is Pralay Shakti, the force that brings all things to their natural end. Yet she is also Gauri, the fair and gentle consort of Shiva. In this form, she embodies peace, purity, and devotion. The same energy that destroys also creates. The same power that ends also begins.
शिव योगी तुम्हारे गुण गावें, ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें सिर नावे। शिव योगी तुम्हारे गुण गावें, ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें सर नावें।
Shivathe Yogi sings your praises. Brahma and Vishnu bow their heads to you. Even the greatest gods acknowledge the supremacy of Shakti. Shiva, the master of meditation, sings hymns to the Divine Mother. Brahma the creator and Vishnu the preserver bow before her power. This is not hierarchy born of dominance. This is recognition of truth. Without Shakti, Brahma cannot create. Without Shakti, Vishnu cannot preserve. Without Shakti, Shiva cannot destroy. She is the energy that makes all action possible.
रूप सरस्वती को तुम धारा, दे सुबुद्धि ऋषि मुनिन उबारा। रूप सरस्वती को तुम धारा, दे सुबुद्धि ऋषि मुनिन उबारा।
You take the form of Saraswati. Granting wisdom, you liberate sages and seers. As Saraswati, Durga guns all learning and knowledge. She flows like a river through the minds of poets and philosophers. She inspires the sacred verses of the Vedas. She guides the meditation of forest hermits. The word Subuddhi means good intelligence or right understanding. This is not mere book learning. This is a wisdom that sees through illusion to truth. This is the understanding that brings liberation from suffering.
धर्यो रूप नरसिंह को अंबा, प्रगट भई फाड़कर खंभा। धार्यो रूप नारसिंह को अंबा, प्रगट भाईन फाड़कर खंबा।
You took the form of Narsimha, O Mother. You appeared, tearing apart the pillar. This verse connects Durga to one of Vishnu's most famous avatars. When the demon Hiranyakashipu challenged whether God exists everywhere, Narsimha burst from a pillar in terrifying glory. But behind even this fierce avatar stands the power of Shakti. The image is vivid and immediate. Stone splits like thunder. The earth trembles. From the broken pillar emerges divine justice in its most fearsome form. Yet the same power protects innocent Prahlad, the young devotee whose faith never wavered.
रक्षा करी प्रहलाद बचायो, हिरण्यकश्यप को संहारो। रक्षा करी प्रहलाद बचायो, हिरण्यकश्यप को संहारो।
You protected and saved Prahlad. You destroyed Hiranyakashipu. Here we see both aspects of divine justice. The innocent child finds perfect protection. The demonic tyrant meets complete destruction. Durga Ma knows no middle ground when it comes to protecting her devotees. Prahlad represents pure devotion. Despite his father's threats and torture, he never stops chanting God's name. Hiranyakashipu represents ego run wild, the delusion that individual will can overpower cosmic law.
लक्ष्मी रूप धरो जग माही, श्री नारायण अंग समाही। लक्ष्मी रूप धरो जग माही, श्री नारायण अंग समाही।
You take the form of Lakshmi in this world. You dwell within the body of Lord Narayana. As Lakshmi, Durga brings prosperity and abundance. But this is not merely material wealth. True Lakshmi consciousness recognizes abundance everywhere. It sees richness in simple pleasures. It finds wealth in contentment. The verse also reveals the eternal union of Shakti and Purusha, energy and consciousness. Lakshmi dwells within Narayana not as separate from him, but as his very power of manifestation. They are one reality appearing as two for the sake of cosmic play.
क्षीर सिंधु में करत विलासा, दया सिंधु दीजै मन आसा। क्षीर सिंधु में कैरट विलासा, दया सिंधु दीजै मन आसा।
You sport in the ocean of milk. O ocean of compassion, fulfill the hopes of my mind. The ocean of milk, Kshira Sagar, is the cosmic realm where Vishnu rests on the serpent Shesha. Here Lakshmi massages his feet with infinite devotion. This is not servitude but divine love in perfect expression. The devotee now makes a personal appeal. Daya Sindhu means ocean of compassion. Like an ocean, the Divine Mother's mercy has no shores, no limits. She is asked to fulfill not worldly desires, but the deepest hopes of a seeking heart.
हिंगलाज में तुम ही भवानी, महिमा अमित न जात बखानी। हिंगलाज में तुम ही भवानी, महिमा अमित न जात बखानी।
You are Bhavani at Hinglaj. Your infinite glory cannot be described. Hinglaj is an ancient Shakti Pitha in present-day Pakistan. Here the head of Sati fell when Shiva carried her lifeless body in cosmic grief. The temple carved into living rock has drawn pilgrims for thousands of years. Bhavani means giver of existence. At this sacred site, the Divine Mother grants the boon of spiritual rebirth. Her Mahima, her divine glory, exceeds all description. Words fail before such infinite mystery.
मातंगी अरु धूमावती माता, भुवनेश्वरी बगला सुख दाता। मातंगी अरु धूमावती माता, भुवनेश्वरी बगला सुख दाता।
Matangi and Dhumavati, O Mother. Bhuvneshwari and Bagla, givers of happiness. Here the Chalisa invokes 4 of the 10 Mahavidyas, the great wisdom goddesses. Each represents a different aspect of divine knowledge. Matangi garns speech and artistic expression. Dhumavati embodies the wisdom found in endings and partings. Bhuvneshwari is the sovereign of all worlds, the cosmic queen who rules over every realm of existence. Bagla grants the power to stop enemies and obstacles in their tracks. Together they weave the complete tapestry of divine feminine wisdom.
श्री भैरव तारा जगतारणी, छिन्न भाल भव दुख निवारणी। श्री भैरव तारा जगताराणी, छिन्न भाल भाव दुख निवाराणी।
Divine Bhairavi and Tara, liberator of the world. Chinnamasta, remover of worldly sorrows. Bhairavi embodies fierce compassion, the terrifying love that destroys illusion without mercy. Tara guides souls across the ocean of existence like a star guides ships through darkness. Her name literally means star. Chinnamasta presents perhaps the most startling image in all Hindu iconography. She holds her own severed head while blood from her neck nourishes her attendants. This is self-sacrifice elevated to cosmic principle. She gives even her own life force for the welfare of others.
कमला पद्म निलय शुभदायक श्री दुर्गा जय घेर बाधक कमला पद्मा निलय शुभदायक श्री दुर्गा जय घेर बाधक
Kamla dwelling in the lotus, giver of auspiciousness. Victory to Durga, destroyer of obstacles. Kamla is another name for Lakshmi, she who dwells in the lotus of prosperity. The lotus grows from mud yet emerges spotless and beautiful. Similarly, divine abundance can manifest even in difficult circumstances. The verse ends with a victory cry. Jai Durga. All obstacles must yield before her power. She clears the path for dharma to flourish. She removes the barriers that keep souls from truth. Now let us speak of the great demon battles that echo through these verses. The most famous is Mahishasur Vadha, the slaying of the buffalo demon. Mahishasur had gained a boon that no man could kill him. In his arrogance, he forgot about divine feminine power. When he conquered the heavens and drove out the gods, they gathered in desperation. From their combined fury and prayers emerged Durga, blazing with the energy of justice itself. She rode a lion into battle, wielding weapons gifted by every major deity. The battle raged for 9 days and nights. Mahishasur took many forms, but Durga matched every transformation with greater power. Finally, as he emerged from his buffalo form thinking himself clever, she beheaded him with one swift stroke of her sword. This story teaches us that evil may seem invincible, but divine justice always prevails. The 9 days of battle became Navratri, 9 nights when we celebrate Durga's victory over darkness. Another great battle involved the demons Shumbha and Nishumbha. These brothers had gained similar boons and terrorized both earth and heaven. When they sent marriage proposals to Durga, demanding she choose one of them as husband, she laughed. "I will only marry one who defeats me in battle," she declared. This enraged them further. Wave after wave of demons attacked her, but from her very breath emerged Kali, Chamunda, and countless other fierce goddesses. The most terrible demon in this war was Raktbija, whose name means blood seed. Every drop of his blood that touched the ground instantly became a new demon identical to him. Soon the battlefield swarmed with thousands of Raktbijas. Durga called forth Kali, who spread her vast tongue across the earth and drank every drop of the demon's blood before it could touch the ground. When Durga finally struck off Raktbija's head, Kali caught his blood in her mouth. Thus the multiplication was stopped and evil was defeated. These stories are not ancient history. They are eternal truths playing out in every age. Whenever ignorance threatens wisdom, whenever cruelty challenges compassion, the Divine Mother manifests to restore balance. The festival of Navratri celebrates these victories through 9 nights of worship. Each night honors a different aspect of Durga Ma. The first 3 nights honor Durga herself, the destroyer of negativity. The next 3 honor Lakshmi, the nurturer of prosperity. The final 3 honor Saraswati, the bestower of wisdom. During these 9 days, devotees observe fasting and engage in intensive spiritual practice. Some eat only fruits and milk. Others fast completely during daylight hours. The fasting purifies both body and mind, making the heart receptive to divine grace. Each evening brings special prayers and aarti. Families gather to sing these very verses of the Durga Chalisa. The rhythm of the hymn creates a sacred atmosphere where the ordinary world falls away and divine presence becomes tangible. On the final day, Vijayadashami, Devotees celebrate the victory of good over evil. Effigies of demons are burned in great bonfires. Children receive blessings for their studies. The entire community shares in the joy of righteousness triumphant. The Chalisa continues with verses praising Durga's infinite forms and qualities. Each verse is a doorway into meditation. Each line opens the heart wider to divine love.
जो यह पाठ करे मन लाई, तो पार करे भवसागर तराई.
जो यह पाठ कराई मन लाई, to पार कराई भावसागर तराई. Whoever recites this prayer with focused mind crosses the ocean of worldly existence. This verse contains a profound promise. Regular recitation with devotion becomes a spiritual practice that transforms consciousness. The ocean of existence, with its waves of birth and death, joy and sorrow, becomes navigable. The key phrase is man lai, with mind applied, with focused attention. Mere mechanical repetition has some benefit, but conscious recitation opens floodgates of grace.
भूत प्रेत पिशाच निकंदन, अग्नि चोर से त्राही त्राही वंदन. भूत प्रेत पिशाच निकंदन, अग्नि चोर से त्राही त्राही वंदन.
Destroyer of ghosts, spirits, and demons. Save us from fire and thieves. The Divine Mother protects on every level. She clears negative psychic influences that cloud the mind. She guards against physical dangers like fire and robbery. Her protection extends to both visible and invisible realms. The cry, Trahi Trahi, echoes the desperate call of a child to its mother. In moments of real danger, all sophistication falls away. We call out to the Divine Mother like children seeking protection in her embrace.
जो सुमिरै तुझे भवतरै, दुर्गा छंद न सुमरै तुम्हारे. जो सुमिरै तुझे भावतराई, दुर्गा छंद न सुमरी तुम्हारे. Whoever remembers you crosses worldly existence. Without remembering you, O Durga, one cannot cross.
Smarana, divine remembrance, becomes the boat that carries souls across the ocean of Maya. This remembrance is not mere intellectual exercise. It is a constant awareness of divine presence in every moment of life. The second line emphasizes the absolute necessity of divine grace. Human effort alone cannot overcome the fundamental challenges of existence. Only through connection with the Divine Mother do we find the strength to transcend limitation. As we near the end of this sacred hymn, we see how the Chalisa weaves together every aspect of divine feminine energy. From the cosmic creator to the neighborhood protector, from the fierce warrior to the gentle mother, all forms unite in the one Divine Mother. Regular recitation of the Durga Chalisa plants seeds of transformation in consciousness. Each verse becomes a meditation object. Each name becomes a gateway to direct experience of divine love. The power of this hymn lies not only in its words but in the devotion of countless generations who have chanted it. Their love, their faith, their desperate calls for help and grateful songs of praise have charged these verses with living spiritual energy. When we recite the Chalisa, we join this vast community of seekers across time and space. We add our voice to the eternal song of devotion that rises from earth to heaven in ceaseless praise of the Divine Mother.
देवी दुर्गा दया करो भारतीयों पर, हर संकट को दूर करो, माता जग जननी नमो नमः. देवी दुर्गा दया करो भारतीयों पर, हर संकट को दूर करो, माता जग जननी नमो नमः.
Goddess Durga, have mercy on all people. Remove every crisis, O Mother, Universal Mother, we bow to you. May the Divine Mother, who is both fierce protector and gentle nurturer, shield you from all evil and fill your life with Shakti, divine feminine power. May her blessings flow through your days like the eternal river of grace, washing away all obstacles and illuminating the path